Hi guys, this is Lightly. Welcome to another one of my Retribution Paladin videos. On this one I will be talking about tier 20 and tier 21, when to make the swap between them, how does this benefit us, the legendaries we can use now, and how our stat priorities shift with this. So first of all, when is it good to make the swap? I think it's safe to make it when you have 4 pieces of tier 21 heroic item level quality gear. This is true only if you don't have incredibly high Titan Forge pieces from Tomb of Sargeras or tier 20. At that moment you should sim yourself to check out what is better. But it's safe to make the change, I think, when you have 4 pieces of heroic quality gear, like I said. So what benefits does this bring? First and the most important thing, DPS will increase. It's between 1 and 4% depending on your gear. After that, if you were using tier 20, you most likely were using 4 pieces of tier 20 and 2 pieces of tier 21, and you had 2 legendary slots also filled with them. So you had 8 slots filled with tier and legendaries. Now the good thing with for swapping is you will only have 6 slots filled with tier and legendaries, and you can use 2 other off pieces from non-tier sources to fill them out. This is nice because it's really frustrating having high item level pieces and not being able to equip them. This also makes your health pool go higher. This is good if you're doing some high mythic plus keys, since some abilities on bosses can one-shot you if you don't have enough health, even through some defensives. So every little point of health helps. Other than that, we now have a choice of legendary. So we were using the belt and the ring, but now we can use the cloak and the ring. I'm talking about the High Lord ring. That's one of our bis. So this is good because now we have a small choice, you know. We can mix and match pieces and use whatever we want. After that, the stat priorities change depending on the legendaries you will be using. Cloak and the ring are simming a bit better than the belt and the ring, but this is a bit tricky because the simulation takes into account you never lose the debuff from the cloak and you're hitting the target all the time. Also, the belt simulation takes into account that you're hitting the target all the time while your crusade is active. So take simulations with a grain of salt. Other than that, stat priorities change. For if you're using belt and ring, your haste should be between 20 and 31. After that, mastery is our best stat, followed by versatility and critical strike. Strength is the last one, but normally you will want to equip high item level pieces, even if strengths are lowest stat. If you're using cloak and the ring, haste should be between 25 and 31%. More on the 31 side because it allows us to use an extra global cooldown while the buff from the cloak is active. So I've made a test on a training dummy from Stormwind. I don't like using the ones in the Paladin or the Hall because there are 2 that are just really close together and my judgment starts spreading between them and I don't get the perfect simulation. So let's start with this training dummy. So our rotation hasn't changed that much. We still start with Blade of Justice, Judgment, Crusade, Wake of Ashes, and continue on from there. But we now have the change in between the rotation. So first of all, let's start looking at this training dummy. I start off with a Blade of Justice. I use my Judgment, and I got some lucky procs, so I use them all. Then I use my Wake of Ashes and continue on from there. Look like I'm weaving in between my procs of my legendary ring. So I get a proc of my legendary ring and I start using builders. So when I use my proc, I can continue using my spenders. This is important so you don't run out of holy power and you stand there doing nothing. So that is my test on this training dummy. As you can see, the rotation hasn't changed that much. Still a bit, it's still smooth, but you have to get used to that judgment generation of holy power. So that's all for this video, guys. If you liked it and it helped you, give a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.